Hi, this is Patty Stone. I am here today to present the lesson number 2 for JA Economics for Success. Today's lesson, we're going to be talking about setting goals. The first term, when you set a goal, that is something that a person wants, so they will work for it. Naturally, when we're talking in terms of career, we are talking also about financial matters. So there's a monetary incentive when you're looking at your career. That means your salary or your hourly wage. But in addition to this, you have to have some motivation, and that is the driving force that will direct your behavior. So there has to be some type of non-monetary incentive that will help you along the way, especially when you're talking about a long-term career goal for your future. This is besides the salary, besides the hourly wage. What is it about that career that has attracted you to it? Whether it is because you have a strong skill set in that area, whether that is where your interests lie, or if that's where your values and your passion lies in what you want to do with your time when you're looking in the long term for your career. So you have to think about your commitment. Um, your commitment will be, of course, higher. You'll pledge yourself more to a course of action if your motivation is there, if you have really come across the career you're interested in. Naturally, the term consequence will come into play not only because of the decision or action that you make, but also if you find yourself having not taken action on working towards a career goal. That may be a clue that you need to stop, reassess, and redefine that career goal. If you look at this career goal chart, you might want to think about it in this way. Go have a 1 or 2 sentences that you can kind of define your career goal. What is it that you want to accomplish? What do you want to do in your life? What do you want your life to look like in the future? It helps to take notes, write down what you know or what you want to know about your career goal. Determine if you're going to need a special degree, training, what types of investment financially in that training is it going to require? And then ask yourself, am I motivated to achieve that goal? Am I committed to working towards that? So if, for an example, you want to go through these steps of selecting your career goal, deciding on the skills that you will need, what kind of education you will need, what that career will look like, and what do I need in order to achieve it, you might want to look at this. This is an example if you wanted to be a marine biologist. Okay, what would that take so that you can achieve that goal? One activity that you can have today is if you are in an in-class presentation and you have a teacher who will be guiding you after this video, they may decide to pass out this piece of paper that is called My Career Goal Pocket Guide. And you will work on creating this pocket guide so that you have your steps laid out in front of you. The idea behind the pocket guide is so that you have this goal front and center, always with you, so that you are always looking for those opportunities to pursue that goal. If you are in an in-person setting, your teacher may also decide that you will get to play this Be a Success game board. They'll have these game boards and all the pieces to go with it. It's something like the game of life. Everybody will decide in the beginning, after high school graduation, you roll your dice and decide whether you want to continue with education, and this is that red path going on, whether it's training or college, or whether you want to go directly into the world of work. And maybe you'll just find yourself in a position of work that this is something you want to do for the long term, and you will work your way up the ladder without doing the traditional college route. Okay? Naturally, this is going to allow for chances for you to go from the world of work and decide to go into education because you see a way that you want to further yourself, whether it's in that field or switching fields altogether. So I hope you enjoyed this game. We've always get a lot of good feedback from students who play this game. There's a lot of interesting things that'll happen when you land on these cards, whether it's an education card or whether it's a work card that you have to decide on what scenario you get and what moves you're going to make with that. Think through this extended learning activity. Your teacher will have this where they maybe can make copies for you, and you decide where your strengths lie, where you want to work as far as getting yourself into a good position to achieve your goal. So, for instance, if you know that you are an organized person, then yes, you can mark yes and good for you because that will get you on your way. If that is something you need to work on, then mark that you need to work on that. And then you can maybe seek out information from others on how to achieve that goal. If this is a course you are taking and it is done completely virtual, so you don't have that in-class opportunity to play the games or those activities that I had just mentioned, I hope you take the time to go onto a website called JA My Way. This website will allow you to explore career inventories. It'll allow you to create your own resumes and even store them in your account. You might have a different resume for a part-time job that you will take during the summer than the resume that you would use for an internship. You might also have a resume that you would use when even applying for a volunteer position, because I hope you realize working in a volunteer position is equally as important because you are then still gaining experience and still have access to future references that will help you on your way. There's also a section here on financial literacy as well as entrepreneurship. I hope that you get a lot out of today's lesson and continue on your journey to fulfilling your goals and financial success. Thank you.